Hi, welcome to our first podcast that we're doing together. We'll see how it goes. We might enjoy it and we might do more.
Right?
I want to introduce everybody to myself. My name is Kari Coleman and I'm here with
Michelle Gregg.
Michelle Gregg. We have a little bit of a history together, just small, started when we were young. Start over.
That God ever created.
Indeed you are, sir.
We have a little bit of a history. Just to recap a little bit, we grew up together in, we first met in middle school. We started playing soccer together and then all through high school and stuff, and we were best friends.
Yep.
So, and now we're back.
We are back.
To entertain everybody.
Yes, we are.
So, but Michelle is a diehard Trump fan, right?
I am.
And, well, I am too.
You are too.
I am too. And she brought with her today
Bernie is our guest on the show today.
He is. He just likes to sit there.
He does. And he's wearing an amazing sign.
What does the sign say?
If Democrats had any brains, they'd be Republicans.
I mean, it's truth. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, I mean, you can be a Democrat and
have maybe a little bit of a brain.
Right.
But not like us.
Right. No.
Not like us.
We have fun brains.
We do.
Oh, man.
Republicans can meme.
Can meme. Okay, let's make America great again.
Let's do it.
All right, let's start out with talking about schools en masse. Like, I know you're from Lake Orion.
Yes.
And you've gone to your school board meetings and really
tore them up.
Right. In fact, you actually took your son out of Lake Orion schools this year.
I did.
Because of, why don't you tell us about that?
So I was back and forth about how Lake Orion was going to handle this school year and what I was going to do. Mm-hmm. And the more information that came out about the corruption in the school system and how there's no need for masks for kids, they get sick from wearing the same masks and the bacteria they're breathing in, how they were getting COVID 6 feet away wearing masks at school and then had to go be quarantined. And the whole thing was just a joke. Mm-hmm. So it just weighed on me. It was almost like God was like speaking to me, right? Mm-hmm. And because we are chosen to be awake and we are God's children and this is why we are here, right? So I felt...
But you gave the school the benefit of the doubt. Like, you went to a school board meeting. You contacted the school many times to voice your concern. Mm-hmm. And what was your response from them?
They never responded to me. They never emailed me. They never called me. Actually, the night before I spoke the first time, the superintendent did reach out to me because he was probably terrified about what I was going to say.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I haven't had the best track record with Lake Orion. I actually helped get Joey's 4th grade teacher fired at the time because she was bullying my son and other little boys.
Wow.
And that's hard to do. So
yeah.
I just right then put a bad taste in my mouth. Sure. And with all this stuff going on, I was like, I'm done. Right. I am so done. I don't want him. He needs to learn how to cook. And he knows how to do his own laundry. He cleans his room. Mm-hmm. They need like world, like living. Right. You know what I mean? They need to learn how to live in the real world.
Sure.
And they don't teach them that at school.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's all fluff.
It is fluff.
I mean, you and I went through the Troy schools, and you know, I wouldn't say that my education was any better than anybody else's. In fact, I learned more living than I did in school.
Absolutely.
So
actually, Troy schools, Madison Heights, and Royal Oak had poke stations.
Last year.
Before the school year ended.
Because you can't say the other words, you're going to say poke,
I'm going to say poke.
Okay, so they had inoculation stations in the school.
Yes.
So kids 12 and up, without a parent's consent, could get it.
Yes.
The parents wanted their kids poked. They could send a note, or just the kids probably didn't.
They could go there with their student. But if
now, do you think they're going to mandate that all over the place, or
they're going to try to? The red states aren't going to abide by it. I think they're actually...
So who's mandating this?
Well, the Secretary of Education wants to mandate it.
The federal.
But a mandate is a suggestion. I think a lot of people...
So why don't people don't understand that?
Yeah, because it's the fear that's pushed with the word, right? Mandate. Like, you must do this. No, it's not a law. It's a suggestion.
It's a suggestion.
It needs to go through legislature to be a law.
Right.
Yes.
Interesting. That's a really good point. But I'm very concerned about the Secretary of Education. That was one thing that I was very concerned about, is that these kids are going to go to school, unbeknownst to their parents, the teachers and the faculty and stuff at the schools are going to encourage the kids, hey guys, let's go get, the jab. Let's go, we're having this big rally and, our class is up and who wants to get it? Encourage your friends. Everybody's doing it.
Right.
They get it because they feel peer pressured into it, go home, tell their parents, I decided to do it. And once it's done, it's done.
And you have the teachers pushing fear.
Sure.
All day long, every day. You can die. You can die. I got mine because I don't want to die. Stuff
Right.
like that. They do that.
And actually, I would encourage people to go to WDIV, Detroit News, and they have articles on their Facebook about, COVID and things like that and the jab. And if you read the comments...
The pokey poke.
If you read the comments by these people, it's not like, so the articles are pro all this stuff, but the comments are so
against their narrative.
They're like, how about you talk about all the people that have died because of the poke? I know people that have died. I know people that are completely paralyzed
right?
from like the head down. So yeah. It's actually nuts because it's the exact opposite of what they're saying.
It is.
So
it's backfiring. Their walls are crumbling literally before our eyes.
Right. But it's up to people to look beyond their TV and look beyond what they're saying. What are other people saying? Because that's what it comes down to. It's like, what are other people saying that are actually dealing with it?
Right. Going
through it. Because we're out here dealing with it. We're out here seeing people getting poked, jabbed, blah, 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 and, that's their stories are the ones that matter, not what the media says.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn the news off. If you turn the news off, it would all go away.
It would.
Except the fact that we have an illegitimate president, but that's going to be fixed soon.
That will be
next
fixed.
Friday.
What are we going to talk about here now?
Don't touch his hair.
Don't touch it.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.
I know, you are.
It's amazing. It's like he's here with us.
I know.
Just kidding.
Whatever, Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie butt. So, real quick, before we get into the Arizona audit, because I want to talk about that because you never know. You did. You did. And it would have been done by now, but they cheated. Anyway, so real quick, let's talk about, okay, I want to get this point out to people. If you defund the schools,
yes,
right, the way to defund the schools
is pull your students from the district. It doesn't mean put them on virtual. It's still, they're getting funded through the district. People don't understand that. Pull them completely and do a totally separate homeschooling. It's nothing like virtual.
Exactly. Because every student, from what I know, or every school district gets $7,500 a year per kid.
Per student.
Okay. We can go and you went to the school board, you voiced your opinion, and parents all over Michigan, I don't want to talk about any other state because we're here, all right? And they're going to the school boards, they're voicing their opinions. What's happening? Not really a whole lot because we can do this.
That's going to do nothing.
It does nothing. What speaks louder than words?
Actions.
And money.
Yeah, but...
Money. But if we pull the kids out, our actions, by our actions, pulling our kids out and not doing virtual where the $7,500 still goes to the school, they will have no money.
Right.
And what happens? They will be begging us. Okay, what do we got to do to get you guys back?
And you know what?
We'll listen.
We're not going to go back. No, because it doesn't mean that CRT still isn't being taught.
Right. No, what happens is we pick it.
Right.
We pick the curriculum.
Right.
We say what is taught and what is not taught.
Everyone on the school boards and anything to do with education, even like state rep positions, like regular ordinary people need to run for those positions.
Please.
We need to get those people out of there.
We do.
We do.
We need people like you who truly care about the students, about what they're learning, about their future. That's what we need, because the people that are in right now, I'm going to let people know, right now, the communists have infiltrated every part of our...
Everything.
All the way to the seminaries, where the pastors are.
Yeah.
And that's part of their goals. Look up the communist goals. You will be blown away because it lays it out. And you'll be blown away that they've wanted to infiltrate the seminaries, infiltrate the churches, infiltrate the schools, infiltrate the universities. It's infiltrate the healthcare system, infiltrate everything. And they've done it.
They've done it before our eyes.
So we need to weed out the communists, and we need good people like yourself, moms who care.
Right.
And it's not that big. It's not that hard of a job. It's not going to be so time consuming, like people think.
Right.
I don't have time for that. You don't not have time for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So anyway, let's just move on from that. I'm glad that we'll talk about Nicki Minaj at all.
We can talk about Nicki.
Let's talk about
Nicki.
Let's talk about Sticky Nicki. Nicki Minaj. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about Nicki. So Nicki Minaj just come out and said that
she's not. The reason she didn't attend the Met Gala is because she didn't want to get poked.
And why didn't she want to get poked?
Because of her cousin's friend in Trinidad had a bad reaction to the poke.
We won't say what happened. You can look that up yourselves.
You can look that up yourself.
We are not going to talk about that. You can see what happened to that poor man after he was inoculated. Okay? Look it up yourselves.
Yep. I'm sure that you've heard something about it.
I hope, or you're under a rock.
Yeah.
But anyway, so her cousin.
Yes.
So she doesn't want to take it because she wants to educate herself more.
Yep.
Before she takes it.
Yep. So
what happened to her?
She did not attend the Met Gala, and Twitter suspended her. And they banned her. They silenced her.
Right.
Yes.
And what's happening now to her? She's being attacked.
She's being
from the left like crazy.
She is, and she's doesn't understand why she can't just have an opinion. It's not about left. It's not about right. It's not about black. It's not about white. Maybe I should be a rapper. Maybe I should get a hold of Nicki.
Nicki. It's not about black. It's not about white. So you're right. It's not. So they're starting to wake up. She even said
her followers are starting to question everything now.
Right. She has 22 million followers.
That she red pilled.
Yes. And I don't even think she knew she was doing it.
No.
She wasn't even meaning to.
No.
She just had, an opinion about it.
Yeah.
And then she came out and said that there are a lot of artists that feel the same way, but they're too afraid to say anything.
Yeah.
And you want to know what? They're going to be even more afraid now because they're seeing what's happening to her.
Right.
It's bogue.
Right.
It is bogue. But I'm glad that she has stood up.
Yes.
I'm proud of her.
I don't know if many people know this, but Lil Wayne is backing her up 100%. He's the one his record company is the one who signed her, I believe.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Good for him.
And Trump pardoned Lil Wayne before he left office. So there's the connection right there that they're both Trump supporters.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Wow. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Never forget 7/11.
Ever.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that? And you will never be President Bernie, okay? Think about it. Think about it. Sit there and think about it.
Yep.
Okay? Bundle yourself up. Let's talk about the Durham report.
Let's talk about it.
What is going on? What happened this week? Tell me. Tell me, Michelle.
We both had our pens at the same time.
We did. Tell me, Michelle. I can't help it. I'm fidgety.
So Durham came out with an indictment for the Clinton campaign's attorney in 2016. So Clinton affiliated and waited till literally 0 hour before this thing expired and slapped an indictment on this guy.
So this indictment has to do with the Durham stuff.
Yes.
It has to do with that.
Yes. And it goes all the way back to the FISA that they tried to impeach Trump the first time with the Russia hoax.
Right.
That Hillary Clinton started that lie. So there's the tie right there.
So what's the indictment on? Like, what is he...
He lied to the FBI.
About?
I think it was back about the Russia Gate thing.
Okay, because
Yeah.
So that's what they're coming up with.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's what they said this indictment is on.
Yes, because he's Durham's been working on this Russia probe
Right.
for like since 2017, really.
Right. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
So
in
when
the
people
making.
say that he just came up with this stuff, no, he's been digging and digging and digging. You have not heard any leaks. He is totally secretive. You don't even know where the man is.
Right, because he doesn't want to give anything away.
Right.
Because then they'll have ways to, come
Right.
up with.
Only the left leaks stuff out.
Right. Mm-hmm. So he's been.
And the Patriots when they want the left to feel pain.
Oh my gosh. You heard it first, Michelle Gregg, right there. Patriot approved. Patriot approved.
Patriot approved.
So yeah. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. What do you think will come of that?
So people are saying, oh, well, that's nothing. No, actually, it's a big deal because it's affiliation with the Clintons. So
Right, yeah.
everything, there's so many things coming to a head right now. So we have the indictment starting to come out.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Arizona forensic audit that's coming out Friday.
Right.
We have Trump's rally Saturday after the audit results, and Wendy Rogers saying that we are going to love Arizona after this. And
Tell people who she is.
Wendy Rogers is a senator for Arizona.
Okay.
And she is former military.
Mm-hmm.
She is a patriot, and she has taken punches left and right for Trump in this election. They have fought, and now we're finally here. And Trump is talking about Arizona decertifying, and that's the first time he's ever said anything about it's always been about, I was robbed, the big lie. No.
Right, and everybody thinks it's just a clown show
Right.
with him, oh, he needs to go find some votes.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So this is going to blow people's minds.
So it is. It's going to be crazy, and I'm excited about it.
Me too.
So it's coming out.
It is. This is going to
Friday. How do you know it's coming out Friday? Because it's been like, in 3 weeks. 3 weeks go by. It's coming out in 3 weeks.
Karen Fan verified it.
Who's Karen Fan?
Karen Fan, she is working with the Arizona
People?
Yep. Yeah, she is. Oh God, I don't even know what she is. A hero.
For starters, I mean, Karen Fan, hero.
No limit soldier.
Right.
I thought I told you.
There you go, rapping again.
I know.
Oh my word, Nikki.
Foxy Brown.
So, Karen Fan.
Yes.
She is working with these people.
She is.
But what gives her like the legit?
I forgot like her title.
Her title?
Right. But she's one of the main people always putting stuff out from the Arizona audit. She's in touch with the cyber ninjas. They're
Okay.
So yes.
Okay. And we know Wendy Rogers also said that.
Yes.
And also And then Trump's having a rally. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Trump's having a rally the following day.
The following day. It's going to be off
So
the
we're
chain.
sure it's coming out Friday.
We are positive.
We're positive.
We're positive.
Okay. Because I know that a judge has already released it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was coming out this week. I bet they'll wait till Thursday or Friday. So I was bummed.
I knew that they were going to wait till after this fake January 6th protest for the people.
What was that about? Who started that and where did that come from? Not a lot of people know that was going on.
That was a setup. That was a setup by the deep state to try to make us look crazy.
Right. So today, Saturday,
Yes.
September
18th.
18th.
Mm-hmm.
Check my 18th.
18th.
September 18th.
Yes.
Was I think it was called like Justice for J6 for January 6th. And it was a rally in DC. DC put up a bunch of walls.
Yep.
Expecting and from what you said, there were more newscasters there than people.
Yes.
Because Trump told people not to go, right?
Yep. And everybody on Telegram, they were like, Patriots, do not go. Code Monkey Z, who is Ron Watkins, was like, this is a setup, stay away.
So Code Monkey Z
Yes.
is Ron Watkins.
Yes.
Okay, when did we always know that?
I always, I always knew that.
Oh.
Yes. Because I followed Code Monkey Z when I was on Twitter.
Yeah.
But since I've been banned.
Right.
And then he was banned.
Okay.
So he came over to Telegram. And I follow his dad too. They put out so much stuff.
Really?
Yes. They're awesome.
And how do they know?
About the audits?
About all the stuff that they put out?
Oh, from the source. They post it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So this January 6th justice thing was a flop today. An utter
It was a flop.
Nice
So
try.
What that means.
Bernie. That's why brains. Anyway.
So that's why we need to be vigilant about the false flags that are going to be coming.
So this week it's going to be huge. I've noticed that there is for this Gabby.
Yes.
Okay. That's like such a distraction.
I watched
nothing against her. Like bless her heart. I pray that they find her.
I watched the interview from her parents and they weren't as upset as you should be when your child's missing.
Really?
Really. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong, but I'm a pretty good judge of character. And the dad was just like, it looked like an act when he was on Fox News.
No way.
During the day. I swear to you. I swear to you. It's a distraction. That's why I follow Midnight Rider channel. It's Carly Bonnie. She's amazing. Actually, CUE, is that how I would spell it? Right? 17.
Oh.
Gave her a shout out. It was a year ago, early September, and she reposted it.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It was pretty awesome.
Wow.
It was awesome. I loved it. So
I will be the greatest
I just love
president that
him.
God ever created.
Sometimes he just has to get in there and just tell you, it's like reminders,
right?
Trump
was right about everything.
And he's going to continue to be right. So
Indeed.
So his rally is on Saturday where? Do you know? Do we know where it's
I think
at?
this one's in Idaho.
Really?
Yes.
Idaho.
Yes. I believe.
Seems random.
Scavino posted 2 of them. One was in Idaho, but Idaho wasn't there like a tornado storm on land, a dry tornado or hurricane that ruined a bunch of crops?
When was that?
It was back during COVID.
Really?
This is
I don't
this is
remember
going
that.
to contribute to the food shortage.
Oh.
They are paying, the government are paying farmers to kill their crops. And if they don't kill their crops, I think they're like heavily fined or something crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen some farmers come out and say and confirm that.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Right. And so it's eventually going to trickle down to us. I have noticed in stores, I don't know if no, I guess it is a little, the food. Like when I go to the grocery store and I always do the pickup just because I have 4 kids and
Right.
I hate grocery shopping more than anything. So somebody else do it for me. Get me this. Get me this. But I was going to one and they're constantly out of like basic things. I'm like, paper plates, you're completely out. You like if they're out of the one I want, they usually substitute it, but they're like, no, we just don't have any. Okay, how about apples? No, we just don't have any apples. What? Okay, soup. No, we don't have soup. Like I don't understand.
I know.
It just, and then if you go into these stores, you'll see like empty rows. Just like one whole row will be
Picked
empty.
over. Yeah.
Yeah, and and sometimes you think like, oh, maybe they're just moving stuff around, but I don't know. I think they're just not getting a lot of things.
I'll go to the party store by my house and I'm like, Lee, you still haven't gotten this stuff in. He's like, yeah, they can't get it.
Really?
Restaurants can't get certain appetizers and entrees and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting because I have gone to some restaurants and Tom has ordered some things and then they'll come back and be like, yeah, we don't have any. We're out of that. Mm-hmm. You're out of it.
Right.
Potatoes. Okay. Water. Wow.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah.
People do need to stock up. I do believe something big is going to happen.
Do you?
Yeah. And
stock up on what?
Water, dry and canned foods.
Okay.
Batteries, wood, gas. Because if our power goes out, it's everything. We need to like make fires, charcoal for your fire, get extra pet food for your pets.
Right.
Because it's gonna be rough for a minute.
You think they'll do it in the wintertime?
I think
when it's rougher?
I think it'll be like October, November.
Really?
I don't think it'll be the winter. I don't think that they would that Trump would let us freeze to death, Mm-hmm. But the reason why it's because of all the shortages, not only that, but martial law is going to come into effect. Like once the government's incapacitated and, they're switching everything. There's supposed to be like a World War III scare that's happening right now. Look at what's happening in the oceans and China coming by Alaska and then a ship being seen by Hawaii.
Right.
So this is just a scare because what's going to happen is they're going to not nuke, but they're going to blow up there's like 34 satanic buildings, right? All around the world, and they're going to blow them up.
That's all at the same time?
That's what the war is.
Oh.
Okay, so they're making it out to be something that it's not. Right. And like we were talking about earlier, like so many weird things. Like where's James Comey been? Where is Whitmer? Really? Like where are they?
Where's Kamala Harris?
Right.
I haven't seen her like in a minute.
Where's Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
And look at this Rose McGowan coming out saying Oprah's a lizard.
What?
Because of the reptilians. People think I'm probably nuts right now. You think I'm crazy. I don't care. Ask me if I care. No, I don't. Spilled it again.
For the reptilians.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. But
wow, that's a whole nother show.
It's a whole nother show.
That is a whole nother show. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, it's not aliens; it's reptiles.
How? That's another show. That's another show. We will get into that because I need to.
I wish this thing.
President that God ever created.
Just bear with me for a second.
Look, I'm really rich.
Just
Wait a minute. So besides having Bernie here, let's like wrap this up, okay? Because besides having Bernie here, who else do we have here in the studio with us?
we have the one and only Donald J. Trump.
Oh my gosh, he's here. You guys,
Oh,
he's here. He is here. We are so thank you for being here. Oh, I think he has something to say.
say it.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.
What else? What else? What else?
My IQ is huge.
We know. Oh my word, we know.
Never forget 7-Eleven.
I don't know what that is. They have really good Slurpees. That's all I know.
The pina
Thank
colada.
you, Donald, for being here. We've had so much fun. It's just been a blast.
It is.
Michelle, we're gonna have to do this again.
We are.
And we'll have to like name our podcast something crazy.
We're totally doing it.
Yes. So, all right.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye. It's been fun.